By now, you've probably seen countless videos on TikTok, Instagram, and even here on YouTube from people claiming to have made thousands of dollars a month from brand deals without being an influencer. And as crazy as that sounds, it's a proven business model that you can get started today without any money up front and without a huge following. That business model is called UGC, or user generated content. Welcome to UGC Unleashed, where I help you break into UGC and get paid. I'm starting this series because as someone who got into user generated content, I didn't see a lot of people who looked like me in that space. And if I did, I didn't see a lot of people who looked like me providing information or education on how to get better in this space. When I was first starting out, there was thousands of resources, so many different places that you could get information. And I kind of just want to provide my own experiences alongside the knowledge that I've gained over this past year and a half, almost 2 years of doing user generated content. That is what I'm hoping to achieve with this series here. And without further ado, let's dive into it. What is UGC and how is it different than influencing? So when you think of an influencer, you think of follower count. Brands will capitalize off of influencers with really large followings to tap into new audiences, to tap into new groups of people who may be interested in buying their product and who are going to trust the influencer to sell something to them. The influencer themselves are either getting paid directly by the brand or being paid via commissions. Brands are using the influencer's platform to push their product. That's influencing, and that is not what UGC is. User-generated content, or UGC, is brands will find people like you and me who don't have a huge following, who aren't celebrities, and pay them to create content with their products without the need to post. So your follower count does not matter. What UGC does is it provides authentic reviews, authentic content. Any brand could go out and pay some actors to create a commercial for them, but that does not come through the screen as authentic. We are in an age where we want relatable content versus having a celebrity tell you to buy something because they got it in PR. It's very different when you see someone you consider a peer or someone you consider a friend buy something, love something, and then share that something on the brand's page. So let me circle back here. I want to emphasize the fact that user-generated content has nothing to do with your social media, nothing to do with your own social platforms. It doesn't matter if you have 1 follower on Instagram or 5,000 followers, because what this content is content that you will provide to a brand to post on their own social media platforms. So I'm not doing any posting on my own personal page. I am creating the content and directly sending it over to the brand for them to do with what they please, whether that be running ads or posting it on their own social media pages organically. Now that we understand the difference between UGC and influencing, I'm going to share a couple of things that you can do to get started with UGC in 2025. The first being creating a portfolio. Now you can do this using Canva or Squarespace. I want to go ahead and create a portfolio so that way when brands reach out to you, have something that will show your work. And to make things even easier for you, I've created a free template that you can download in the description below. And the next thing you want to do is sign up for as many UGC platforms as possible. This is how you're going to gain experience so that you can start charging more and more for your content. And I'll list them here on the side of the screen for you. And there's a bunch more. There's so many different UGC platforms to choose from, but I'm just going to list the ones that I've personally used and the ones that have worked really well for me in the past. The next thing you want to do is sign up for freelancing sites like Upwork and Fiverr. Now, I don't personally use Upwork, but I've heard great things. These are really great because there is a huge demand for user-generated content creators on there. This is going to help build your authority and your experience. When you're first starting out, you aren't going to know much, you aren't going to have a lot of experience, and you're not going to have a lot of reviews. Using freelancer sites like Fiverr and Upwork are going to not only build your authority, but also help you gain experience in the field, the industry of UGC, while also getting reviews from your clients. This is where you are going to be able to start earning money almost immediately. What I love about these freelancer sites is everything is done in-house on the app. So you don't need to pitch to brands. You don't need to send out a contract or create your own contract. Everything is done within the site, which means you're protected. And to help you get started, I've also included a free Fiverr gig template in the description box below. Now, these are the next free and affordable tools for you to get started with your UGC journey. One, you're going to need a device to record on. It can be a phone, it can be a camera, as long as it's able to produce good quality content. Next, you're going to want to get yourself a good sturdy tripod. I've linked the one that I use the most below in the description box for you. Now, the one I'm suggesting is less than 30 bucks. You are going to need an editing software, whether that be CapCut, InShot, you name it, whatever works for you and whatever is the most convenient. There's a bunch to choose from. So that's all I have for you guys in this video on how I got started in UGC and how you can too. Tune in for my next video where I'll be discussing exactly how I get consistent gigs on Fiverr.